Are you at a loss in finding out where to start on finding the best toys to play with your child? Are you struggling to find a toy that can teach your child's play, social, and independent life skills most effectively? Are you finding it challenging to keep your child motivated when playing with certain toys? If these questions relate to you, please look no further than this video. Stay tuned. Hi, my name is Sally. I'm a board certified behavior analyst. Welcome back to Bridgekids channel, where you can check out our videos on a wide variety of topics and resources on autism, ranging from social skills development and sensory needs to valuable parenting tips with autistic individuals. So don't miss out on these very helpful resources by subscribing to the Bridgekids channel. So let's dive right into the topic of today's video. Indeed, finding the right toys and tools to engage and educate autistic children can be very physically and mentally draining for parents. Do some of the following common challenges ring the bell as a parent with an autistic child when it comes to finding the right toys to play with? Number one, many autistic children may not be able to play with toys in a way that is designed appropriately. For example, some kids may line up toys in a strict line and a specific order. And when you attempt to move the toys, they would have a huge emotional meltdown. Others may engage with the toys as a way to satisfy and soothe their sensory needs, such as spinning or putting them into their mouths. Number two, some autistic children may have strong functional and pretend play skills, but they may display rigidity in playing with certain toys in restricted ways. If you start to play with the toys in other appropriate ways that are not part of their preferred style of play, they will have another emotional meltdown. Number three, meanwhile, some others may be able to play with the toys appropriately on their own, but they struggle with sharing their toys with other peers, waiting for their turn to play, or playing cooperatively with other peers. Number four, other autistic children may have very little motivation in playing with toys for a sustained amount of time and would constantly move from one toy to another very quickly, sometimes as short as 10 seconds. Number five, many parents may be struggling with the fact that even though the toys that their autistic children are playing with are age appropriate, they may not have the prerequisite skills needed to play with them in socially appropriate ways. If any of these challenges relate to you as a parent, today I have a simple toy to introduce to you in terms of the number of different ways you can play and teach your child. That toy is Play-Doh, one of the most common and well-loved toys in the world, suitable for any kids as young as 3 years of age. Many people would think of Play-Doh as just a mere squishy, non-toxic, colorful blob of clay-like material, but in our clinical practice of applied behavior analysis and behavior intervention for autistic individuals, Play-Doh can easily unlock a world of creativity, motor skill development, sensory exploration, and encourage cognitive development for autistic kiddos. Here are 10 possibly non-exhaustive ways that we can teach autistic children to play creatively with Play-Doh. Number 1. Sensory exploration. Many children with autism have sensory processing differences with varying sensitivities. Play-Doh provides an excellent sensory experience through its texture, smell, and malleability. As parents or educators, one of the first steps to engage with autistic kids through Play-Doh is to immerse ourselves in their world of sensory play by following their lead and imitating what they do with Play-Doh. It may sound counterintuitive, but the more they become aware that their play actions are copied by us, the more likely they will show interest in us, thus deepening our emotional bond with them. One important aspect to consider is, if we don't invite ourselves to enter the world, how can we expect autistic individuals to accept our world? Number 2, fine motor skills development. After gaining more positive rapport with autistic kiddos, we may consider taking advantage of their sensory experience and needs with Play-Doh by teaching them various fine motor skills through imitation, such as pinching, rolling, squeezing, and shaping Play-Doh. From there, we can start teaching functional play with Play-Doh by providing various tools like rolling pins, cookie cutters, or plastic utensils, while enhancing fine motor skills further with Play-Doh. Number 3. Language development. Meanwhile, this is a great opportunity to foster language development by describing the actions and properties of Play-Doh, such as squishy, rolling, red, big. If your child or the learner you're working with is not able to talk verbally, it's okay. We make sure we often model and tell them the properties of Play-Doh or what we are doing with it. The more we model, the more they will start imitate what we say. Through this strategy, we can also introduce simple concepts like colors, shapes, sizes, and emotions while playing with Play-Doh. Number 4. Imaginative play. Once a child becomes more able to play with Play-Doh in socially appropriate ways, we can start fostering creativity and imaginative play by encouraging them to create different objects, animals, or characters by using Play-Doh. By describing and modeling various cause and effect play sequences, this strategy can allow them to express themselves freely and eventually develop storytelling skills. Number 5. Social interaction. Of course, the above play and teaching strategies wouldn't be complete if we didn't use Play-Doh as a medium for social interaction or turn-taking. Collaborative activities with peers can be encouraged, such as making a Play-Doh sculpture together or playing a game where each participant adds to a collective creation. Within these games, the child can learn to wait and take turns calmly with his or her peer, as well as ask questions, answer questions, or make appropriate and relevant comments in response to the peers' conversations. Number 6. Emotional regulation. Engaging in sensory activities like playing with Play-Doh can help children regulate their emotions. The child can be taught to squeeze, pull, or poke the Play-Doh as a way to relieve stress and tension in their body. It provides a calming effect and serves as a coping mechanism when the child feels frustrated. Number 7. Task sequencing. Play-Doh has very versatile uses as a toy item for children. From a simple mass of Play-Doh as a stress relief tool to using Play-Doh in creating complicated sculpture masterpieces. If we want to teach a child to sculpt or build complicated objects, we can break it down the instruction to smaller steps. For example, creating a simple Play-Doh sculpture can involve steps like rolling the dough, shaping it, and adding details. Also, through practicing breaking down a task into smaller steps, learners can also learn time management, organization, and problem-solving skills. Number 8. Math concepts. Another strategy of taking advantage of Play-Doh to teach children would incorporate the instruction of cognitive and academic skills while playing with Play-Doh. For example, we can integrate math concepts like counting, sorting, and patterning into Play-Doh activities. We can also ask the child to create patterns with different colors or shapes, or use Play-Doh to demonstrate basic arithmetic operations. Number 9. Therapeutic play. As an extension of using Play-Doh as a way to engage in emotional regulation, Play-Doh can serve as a therapeutic tool for expressing feelings and working through challenging emotions. We can encourage the child to create sculptures that represent their emotions or experiences, providing an opportunity for self-expression and reflection. Number 10. Transition tool. Finally, we can utilize Play-Doh as a transition tool to help children transition between activities or environments. Engaging in brief Play-Doh activity can help them refocus their attention and regulate their behavior during transitions. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you have made it this far, please hit subscribe to our channel and leave a comment down below on what you would like to see in our upcoming videos. And as always, remember to stay informed and empowered as parents. Until next time, take care.